Hi, I'm Alex. This is Alina.
Hi guys.
And we're coming from Cooler Bar Downs today. We're going to make sweet potato gnocchi with the homemade pesto sauce.
So Alex, what do we need today to make the sweet potato gnocchi?
Alright, for today's gnocchi, we're going to need sweet potato, salt, flour, eggs.
Okay.
Then for the sauce component, we're going to need some olive oil, we're going to need some Parmesan cheese, some more salt, some garlic, pine nuts, and when we finish the sauce off later on, we're going to use some cream, some cracked pepper, and baby spinach. Alright, so we're going to make the gnocchi now. The first part of that is we're going to pour salt down, then we're going to put the sweet potato on top of it. We bake it like this instead of water, or boiling it, because we want to get rid of some of that water content. The salt's going to help absorb that water content when we do it. So we're going to bake it roughly 25 minutes.
So why don't you just put the salt all over the sweet potato then?
Over the top, well, the moisture is going to go down to the bottom, so the salt literally is to absorb the moisture out of the product. And then what will happen is the natural sugars will caramelize in this product, and it'll just get us a sweeter product. The color will be a lot more vibrant as well.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So we're basically just going to put it on like this, then we're just going to place it into our oven.
Okay.
So we preheated our oven to 180 degrees beforehand. We're just going to slide this in. It takes roughly around about 20 to 25 minutes. You're going to use a fork later on, and all you're looking for is a tender finish. Alright, so we've cooked our sweet potato and it's cooked to fork tender. The next step is that we're going to remove the skin off this. When we get to the flesh, we're going to press it in here, and then we can move on to the next process of it.
Okay, so I kind of just like come in.
Yep, just want to peel him open a bit.
Oh, that comes off so easily.
Yeah, and can you see the color difference? This isn't from burning, that's just the natural sugars caramelizing.
Yeah.
When we get this stage, you want to move it towards your bowl and start to use your spoon to scoop in the flesh.
Like this?
Yep, just like that.
Oh, that comes off so easily. Like this. Okay, so now the sweet potato is out of the oven and it's peeled. What do we do now?
All right, we're going to pass it through the rice here. So just take it up, put it in, or if you're using a masher at home, you just mash it straight into a bowl. You want to do this part as quick as possible.
And then you're just
going to lift that down and press it straight into the bowl. And we're going to keep repeating this process until we've used all the sweet potato up. All right, so the next step, Alina, what you're going to do is make a small well in the middle of our sweet potato mash. We're going to place the egg yolk in, and then our flour. We always add our salt last. We're now going to incorporate it in so we can remove the spoon. And we want to, if you've got a pastry scrape, this is the part where you want to use it. When you mix this in, you don't want to mix it in like a cake. You kind of want to cut it with your hand because we don't want to overwork the gluten.
Like this?
You want to use like a chopping motion. And then go the other way as well.
So more flour now?
So we're going to add a bit more flour to this. It's always important to add.
Add as we go, right?
Add as we go. We can't take things out.
Okay, so we've been mixing it for a while now, and I think at this point it's the right consistency.
Pretty close to what we want. So next, we're going to flour our board lightly and turn out our dough.
So we're just
that's
dusting
heaps.
it. That's enough.
Yep, literally just tip your dough straight out. Now with our scraper too, what we want to do is just flour it a little bit. It'll help the dough from not sticking as much. And then all you want to do is cut off a segment, and then we're going to start lightly rolling it. All right, so yeah, just lightly roll it out. Now if it is sticking slightly, we should always try and work a little clean, but yeah, you might just have to dust it slightly. So you want to, don't be scared to press it a little bit. I'll quickly show you.
Yeah, do you want to show me?
All right, so I find that I lightly flour my hands, get it into the right shape to begin with. Like that. So once you get up like that, you can see that it's still very soft to the touch, and that we're able to work with it quite well. If you notice as I'm pushing down and away, and as I roll back, I'm just rolling, not too much pressure.
Okay.
All right, so the next process after we've rolled them all is that we're going to go through and cut them or dock them. It's a really simple process. All you got to do is grab your scraper, or if you're using a butter knife, you just dip the blade in, a little bit of flour, that's going to help stop it from sticking. Take our piece that we want. Once you get good at this, you can do like 3 or 4 lines at a time, and it's just simple. The only real important thing here is that we keep them to an even size. In a traditional one, you would normally roll this on a board. After this, it'll give you those little knocks that you normally get in your pasta. And then we just keep repeating this process until it's all done. Next, we're gonna cook off the gnocchi, and while you do that, I'm gonna quickly bash up a pesto. So all you're going to do is take this over to the boiling salted water that we got going on, and then you're just going to place them in roughly a handful at a time is what we're looking for, and you're going to cook them until they just start to float. It shouldn't take too long at all.
Okay.
All right. So next we're going to do this quick knock up pesto. So we've gone to our garden, we've picked out some basil, and we're just going to go through and strip it down. And take our 1 clove of garlic and take our pine nuts. Because we're using the Ninja Bullet, we're actually going to chuck in our oil first, and we're going to chuck in just a little bit of salt to start with as well. In a normal blender, we would process this part, then add your oil as we go. And basically what we're doing, we don't want to make like a real smooth paste with this. We just want to incorporate it together and break down those pine nuts a bit. And always make sure you use all the ingredients. There should have actually been some Parmesan in with that as well. Alright, so the next step is assembling everything together. We're going to take our gnocchi that we've already pre-cooked, we're going to sear it off into the fry pan, add our pesto sauce, add some cream, season to taste, and just near the end we're going to finish it off with some baby spinach.
Sounds good.
So we'll get our gnocchi into the pan. So then
smells so good, my gosh.
Yeah, so all you have to do now is just basically serve it straight into your bowl, then finish with some Parmesan cheese to your liking and some cracked pepper. I like a lot on mine. All right, now the fun part, we get to taste it.
Yes. Okay. Let me get a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it's good, yeah. Thanks for joining us today, guys. So please go down below, follow the recipe, like and subscribe to us. And if you're having any problems, just leave us a message and we'll get back to you. Thank you, bye.
Thank you.